Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Marketing and Mindset with America's Supermom. I'm excited to be here today. Can you believe that we are already in the month of April? Time is flying so quickly. It seems like just yesterday that we were celebrating Christmas and Happy New Year. And now it's April already. So I'm excited to dive into today's topic as we are preparing for the second quarter, how we're doing in our business and continuing to forge on with our goals and aspirations for the entire year of 2022. So, today we're going to be talking about sponsorships, ways that we can uh, get help with the goals and aspirations that we might be having for the year of 2022. So, we're going to dive into how we can do that in a way that allows us to stay focused and clear about what it is that we intend to do, as well as getting help along the way. So, today's topic is all about sponsorships. So, if you need to, go right now and get a pen, notebook, something that you can take notes on, or you can simply just save the video, share it with others, record it. I don't know, whatever has you in a position to where we're not just collecting information, but we are implementing it and putting it into practice. And many people are thinking, man, you know, I got to do this, I got to do that. But I have 15 children, y'all. Now, I'm not actively involved of what they're doing every day because everybody has their own mind. They make up their own decision on what it is that they want to do and how they show up in the world. But just the responsibility of knowing that you have to somewhat be in a position to help facilitate people to walk in their greatness. And that is one of the things that I try to do with my children. They're going to have their own mind. They're going to do things that maybe I don't agree with, maybe I don't even like, maybe I don't even want to tell people, right? But everybody has a choice, but you just want to lead by example. So thinking about being responsible to be a example for at least 15 people every day is a lot to think about. Now, many of you might be thinking, what, 15 kids? How do you do it? But think about it. Maybe you have a team, some coworkers on your job, family members, right? If you start adding those people up, it's a classroom of children, maybe as a teacher. We all have to exhibit leadership tendencies for whatever the situation may arise. And so we just think about doing that and doing that consistently in spite of the challenges that we face. So today we're going to be talking about the superpower of sponsorships, right? And I just want to say, this is the third take for me. I have been in a situation to where my camera wasn't working and all these other kind of things. But, it just life goes on. So I'm excited to be here nonetheless. It is just those moments of pre recording jitters where things just kind of act kind of crazy, right? You're in a broadcast and things just start happening out of your control. But, it just stay the course, stay focused, and everything just has the tendency of working out. All right. So, again, we're going to be talking about sponsorships. All right. So, I am going to get my slides up here. Um, all right. So, the first thing I want to do is remind you guys that if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments because this is a live broadcast. And so it's kind of hard for me to navigate through questions and all this when I am actually trying to focus on the content that is happening before me. So, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. You can reach out to me on social media. And my email address will be scrolling through our website at the end. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. If you would like me to do any of these presentations, maybe you have a team of people for a business that you're a part of, or just a women's group, whatever, mastermind, I am always available for those type of opportunities. So today we're talking about sponsorship again. So sponsorship is an arrangement under which a company helps fund a radio or television program, a convention, or other event, or a charitable organization in return for an opportunity to advertise. So when you think about sponsorship, you're thinking about contacting people to be partners with you, right? So if I am doing an ice cream social, right? I want to use this ice cream as a way to fellowship with youth in the community, and I want to serve ice cream. A natural sponsor might be an ice cream store, right? Or a grocery store. You want to think about who might have the most vested interests that aligns with your mission. So if I want to do an ice cream social, I would think about people that have ice cream, manufacture ice cream, maybe vend ice cream, they sell it, right? So I could think about, in addition to ice cream, maybe snow cones, right? Because maybe I can't get an ice cream vendor, but maybe I could have an ice cream or snow cones. So you can think about a snow cone vendor. Sometimes they have those little trucks, mobile snow cone trucks that come around. So you want to think about what is the overarching goal and the vehicle to get them there. Now, maybe you might think I want to do ice cream. You don't get any ice cream vendors, but you get a snow cone vendor. So it's kind of the same thing. It is about connecting over fellowship of a dessert item, right? Maybe it ends up not being snow cones, but you have desserts from a baker, right? Or a restaurant that serves desserts, right? So you want to think about the end in mind and who aligns with that ending, right? So that's how we can begin to think about ways that we can get sponsorships. Now, and thinking about these sponsorships, let's say you contact an ice cream manufacturer or whatever, and they are not in a position to actually give you ice cream. However, they could give you money for the event in exchange for you having the opportunity to go pick out your own flavors or whatever that looks like. And because they invest the money necessary for the number of youth that you might be doing the event for or whatever, they want to be able to advertise on all forms related to that event. So maybe it's the flyers that you send out. Then it's also maybe the agenda that you have planned. Maybe you hadn't thought to have a program book, but you end up having one because you do a little small summary about the manufacturing company, how you got connected. Maybe you tell your story. Maybe you do a reel on Instagram. You see where I'm going with this. You layer their connection throughout the whole journey. And this is an opportunity for you to highlight them and continue to promote your event. So, money is one way. They also could donate in kind products. So maybe it doesn't look like the physical, the money per se, but they give you the ice cream. So that is more content that you could take pictures when you receive the ice cream, maybe going to the plant to pick it up. I don't know, going to the store to cash in the vouchers that they send you or whatever. Okay. So thinking about that, all these are quote unquote um, times that you can capture on film or something, a way that you can promote this throughout the life expectancy, so to speak, of the actual event. So from conception to completion, all along that journey, you can use these type of things to highlight your event. And then the other thing is new audiences. So let's say you get an ice cream manufacturer who decides to gift you ice cream and money, right? Maybe they have their own newsletter that they send out to their clients. And so maybe you can coordinate, give them pictures, and they add your event to their newsletter. So this gives you the opportunity to be in front of another audience. So another example is something that happened to me. I had someone approach me during the pandemic to do a keynote speech, and it was for a nonprofit organization. However, the people were poured into by other universities and things that kind of facilitated their overall goal, which was making sure that these women were raising their income above the poverty line. So I asked them what their budget was for the keynote, and they said, "Well, we were hoping you can do it in kind. It's been COVID, and we don't have a lot of resources and funds." And so I said, "Fine." I said, "Well, I have a book, and I would love to gift the book to the graduates. Is it possible for you to send me a testimonial on video and a letterhead explaining what it is that I'm going to be doing? And I would love to get a sponsor who could purchase my books and I can gift them to your organization." Well, they said that'd be fine. Next thing I know, within a week, I got an email saying that they had secured a sponsor. So they purchased my books that were shipped directly to them from my publisher. They originally ordered 200, but ended up getting 100 books. At one time, they had them shipped directly to them to gift to the students. And so that really put me in front of a different audience for all the people that received a copy of my book, as well as they also had a newsletter. They also had a podcast. So I was able to be featured in their newsletter that was sent to their audience, as well as being a guest on their podcast. So, and they were a guest on my podcast. So, new audiences can definitely be a benefit from um, having sponsorships. All right, I'm going to go pretty quickly. I got a lot of slides. Another thing is highlighting your guests, right? So this is something that you might do in kind if you have a platform of your own. So you want to highlight guests in a particular program, whether it's something you're doing live or you have done in previous times. This is Leighton Robinson, who was a recent guest on my podcast. Now, this was featured during the podcast, but what happens when you're highlighting people, you're showing their slides, their visuals of who they are, they want to share them, right? They want to promote themselves to their audiences, give them updates. So, this is a great way that you can collaborate with them on your platform and help them to highlight you on theirs. Okay. Another form of sponsorship that might be in kind. And when I say in kind, these are people that are doing things without you asking them to, but you are recognizing them as a form of sponsorship. You're advertising about something that they're doing. So, special mentions. So, again, on my podcast, I have a situation where this is a LinkedIn audience that I have. So I do these LinkedIn lives with LinkedIn. You schedule the event and people register or sign up for a reminder. Whoever has signed up before I go live, I add their name to my special mention. So we can have people that, it might be one person, two-person, it could be 5, 10, however many, right? But that is just something that I have chosen to do, is to highlight and give special mentions to some people that have signed up ahead of time to view my particular broadcast. So this gives you an opportunity to tag them in whatever it is that you're doing because you've mentioned them in your recording somewhere. The next thing is sponsorships, right? So thinking about how people can be connecting with you and sponsoring actual things from you. So that sounds like a tongue twister, but so what I'm saying here is I have a book again, and I have these books that I give out to people in the community or to groups or organizations related to those struggling with their mental health. Part of my journey is that I suffered from depression for 13 years. I was hospitalized 3 times. So now I'm passionate about really using my voice to give them strategies and tools so that they don't have to have the same story that I had. I'm using my journey to be able to help other people. And so as a result of that, I'm part of a book project, and the title of the book is Inspirational Women of the World. So we're raising money for the book, and the funds that we raise, a portion of them are going to be sent to women in Morocco to help them with entrepreneurship. But in addition to that, I offer the opportunity for people in my network to connect with me and sponsor a copy of my book that I gift to people. Okay. So as a result of them doing this sponsorship, I highlight them uh, in terms of recognizing them on different social media platforms. So whether it's a post or it is something on my podcast, I believe that it really takes a village in order to move forward with a lot of things that we have. Um, Going on with our businesses and things of that nature. So we can never do enough when it comes to appreciating people that are on the journey and are helping us to thrive and be even better than we were yesterday in whatever our intentions are in the world. So sponsorships is another thing. So I have Laquita and Alchavis here who have sponsored 5 copies of my books. So I want to highlight them. Each one of them purchased 5 copies. All right. Another thing is to share events with your tribe. This is another form of sponsorship. So you get people all the time, hey, can you share this flyer? Do you know anybody who might benefit from this event? All these type of things are opportunities for you to sponsor other people, highlighting them, uh, sharing this information with your audience and doing so in a way that helps people to see you as being a team player and a collaborator. All right. So this is an event that is coming up April 11th through the 22nd. And I recently interviewed the host of this event on a podcast, and it's just as recent as yesterday. So if you want to see that episode, feel free to follow my YouTube channel. But this is a great way for you to expand your reach. So, this is an actual event that is going to be running as a series from April 11th to the 22nd. So, I'm not the only speaker who will be featured in this event, but all the speakers will be sharing this. So as they share, you have the opportunity to be tagged by them or to tag them. And so the domino effect just ripples out even further. Okay. So sharing events with your tribe. Another thing is promoting yourself. Maybe you have something that's different, unique, that is something that you would like to share with your audience. So, a great way for you to even promote the things you do is to simply create a slide, make a post, whatever it takes in order to let people know what you're up to, right? So you think back to sponsorship, it is a way to advertise. At the end of the day, whoever you decide to link arms with, you are still advertising. You are still marketing and promoting what you do, what service you provide, or what products you have available. So, this is something that you really can do for yourself as well. All right. And then the last thing is thinking about interviews that you've been on, or if you have a platform to interview somebody, even just simply asking someone for an interview. It doesn't even have to be recorded. Have you ever heard of just saying, hey, can you join me for a cup of coffee? Right? I would love to get your insights on X. Now, the thing about it that makes it very, I don't know. Some people just feel like I don't have time to just have people pick my brain. I don't work for free or whatever. Well, one way that you can make that even more enticing is to give them some value for what it is that you're asking them for. I know so many people that spend time with me on a regular basis, and you can do things for free for them. You could make a post saying that you appreciated having coffee with them. You can tag them in the post. You can give them a recommendation, a testimonial. You can do this on several platforms, whether it's Facebook, uh, LinkedIn, Pinterest, right? Their website. Provide testimonials. This is something that we think sometimes with a one track mind. We think, how can I learn about X? And you do all the things, you ask all the people, but you never give them appreciation for the time and the investment that they have poured into you. Because everything is not always about money, it's about giving value to other people. So if you value their time, value by giving them a recommendation, a testimonial. And this is something that you can do simply watching a video. Have you ever considered how many people you sit there week after week waiting for them to record a new episode and you never give them a review? You never give them a testimonial. Yes, the comments are great and we love the engagement, but sometimes just taking that extra mile to show your gratitude and appreciation for all the hours over time that they spend with you, giving you insights to help you be a better person. So, yes, we can recommend them to friends, but it really means a lot when we take time to stop, to share our peace and our words to others, to recognize and show them our value and appreciation for the things that they do. So we are now at the end of the broadcast, guys. It just goes by so quick. But I want to thank you all for watching today. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to answer those. And I think it just goes to a testament to realize that it does take a village. We can't do it alone. And if you have any topics that you would like me to address, in the future, feel free to let me know that as well. But in the meantime, I want to wish you a wonderful, prosperous April. Happy new week, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.